always blessed with the flex, it's another. Now I'm warehouse. Sell what you owe, making friends just without it. I was always stepping the test with my way. No one's getting aside. I've been burning what I say I'm lucky, yeah. Even if you try now, watch it go on. I've been burning what I make you sorry, yeah. Leave you in my burnout. I've been burning what I say I'm lucky, yeah. Even if you try now, watch it go on. I've been burning what I make you sorry, yeah. Leave you in my burnout.
Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no...
Chance! It's in!
And what a great way to start the game, to spark the game. I mean, the captain has basically triggered a contest that should be even livelier than we anticipated. Get your seatbelts on, this could be rather exciting.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Alexander-Arnold.
England really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
England have it. Bowen! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Bowen simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Rafael Leao with the clearance. Rice. Fired in from distance. And that is not finding anyone. Bruno Fernandes. Henderson is the guilty party there. Diogo Dalot. Bellingham battles to win it back, and now they can launch a counter. He's through. Now it's Bowen. Looking to force his way through. Has a pop! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Bernardo Silva, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Stones gets into the right position to intercept. Bellingham. Jordan Henderson. Henderson drives it forward. João Palhinha. Bernardo Silva. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got away. Ronaldo tore at them and just came up short.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
And it's been taken straight back. Has a go! Rafael Leao. Bruno Fernandes. Ball through needs to be good here. Stones. Portugal are in control here on the brink of half-time. Alexander-Arnold. João Palhinha. Bernardo Silva goes looking. Played into space out wide. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Bruno Fernandes. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And this could be the final action of the first half. Defending of the desperate variety. And help's available out wide. Going for goal! The referee brings the first half to a close. Portugal glad to have a one-goal lead at this point, but I have to say things could have been very different.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Portugal leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're already into the second period.
Portugal going well here, and they're in a good position.
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Portugal presented with a golden opportunity here. Henderson looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. That's a fine save by Henderson. Rafael Leao. Timely intervention. Bowen doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. Swung over into the middle. And that is going out for a goal kick. Alexander-Arnold. Rice. Alexander-Arnold. Well read, he sorted that out. England appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And here's Kane. What a ball! Hits one! Really well taken goal. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
England have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. So we have a double substitution going on here. England grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before.
Rafael Leao!
Rafael Leao really used his body to clever effect in dropping the shoulder to carry on.
Stones tries to get it forward quickly. Bellingham. Rafael Leao just brushed off the ball there. James. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Saka. Saka with the crossfield ball. James. Lobs it in gently. It's a brilliant interception. Diogo Dalot. And here's Kane. There's a low cross. Cleared without complication. Now it's Rafael Leao. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Have got changes here from both sides, in fact. 2 changes being made right now. And that has been cleared. Played out to the right. Diogo Dalot goes for the cross. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And here's Kane. Paulinho with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Eze. And he's cut it out.
England merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win.
And the finish! Goal, England! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes tries to head towards goal. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Palmer. Both sides a bit too casual in possession. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
James. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Swung over. Ruben Dias can hoist it clear. Eze. Palmer. Saka. Saka going full tilt down the left. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. James plays it short. Palmer gets up to head it! It's bounced out!
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Pedro Neto. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
And just look at the keeper. He's really busy trying to get as much protection in place as he possibly can.
Plays it back. Decent. And a header! It's a clearance, but not much of one. Nuno Mendes. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. That's gone a long way up and away. And the referee brings it to a close. And in the end, it got away. They just weren't allowed to build on their lead. They lost their lead, and they lost the game. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
And already we're underway here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy, Richarlison, does like to play increasingly like a winger, come pseudo-target man at times, and you'll see him down the middle quite frequently. It's not all about just cutting inside. He has much more to his game than that.
Okay, interesting. Van der Ven. Oh, some clever movement up front.
Yeah, I can see how the movement of those players, Peter, can cause some real problems for...
Big chance! Goal! Chelsea!
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
Tottenham Hotspur trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Mudryk. Well positioned to make that interception. Fernandez goes long, and the through ball is intercepted. James drives it forward. Van der Ven. Sarr. Richarlison. There's the through ball. That intervention was very necessary. Lavia. Maddison gets it back. Maddison really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Adebayo plays it over to the other flank. Fernandez tries to get it forward quickly. Bissouma. Pedro Neto. It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. Bissouma. Sarr. He's left his man. Now it's Richarlison. He's through, now is he in? Goes direct to the front line. Van der Ven battles. The Blues have a free kick. Van der Ven gets his final warning. Lavia. And there's a long ball. Cucurella
Going for goal! Oh, that is special! A finish right from the top draw. And with that goal comes comfort.
That is fabulous, just drink it in. Chelsea grab a couple of goals without reply, it's 2-0.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Richarlison. It's loose, who's getting there? Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Pedro Neto did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. That's great strength on the ball. Pedro Neto shoots! Nicely measured pass. It's a fabulous position. Has a hit! He scored! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Spurs get themselves back into contention.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
James. Just brushed off the ball there. He certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Denso is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between the sides. James, ready to try. James! Oh, it's a stunning goal! About as smooth as it gets. Dispatched expertly, nicely done. Chelsea. And we hit half-time. Here we go again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Fernandes needed to come up with a better ball.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Mudryk provides an outlet. Denso positions himself well and cuts it out. Maddison. Bentancur. Solanke. Fernandes. And he's going long. Well played, he saw that coming. Sarr. Solanke. Chelsea appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the... Mudryk! They are rampant! And the lead is extended still further.
Chelsea are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display. What a player.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Gusto. Now it's Pedro Neto. Caicedo.
I think they've got to make a statement now to say to their opposition, we're not giving up without a scrap, to give themselves the belief that this is recoverable.
He gets past his man. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Bissouma. Sarr. And it's played forward. A real chance to break. And he has been fouled there. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Loses his balance and loses the ball. Caicedo. Gusto. Palmer. Got a sight of goal hit. Header! And yes, it's there! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
4 in the game. He is the man. Chelsea. Colo! Lavia. Palmer. Mudryk. Look at the defender bombing forward. Mudryk! Oh, almost a sixth.
Oh, it was a first touch to die for, and it set him up beautifully.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Johnson. Bizuma spreads it towards the left. Out towards the flank. Beautifully executed. He's had a shot! Sticks it away!
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Well weighted. Face to face, has a hit! No mistake!
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Chelsea tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. João Palhinha. Solanke. Here comes the corner. Adebayo is there and he can get that clear. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Lavia goes looking. Bissouma. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Romero. Garnacho with a definite foul there. Pedro with good energy in defence as well.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Simons gets his foot in there. Palmer. There's a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Bissouma. Van de Ven. Solanke. And the shot! Taken with style. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful, loved it.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Now it's João Pedro. And the referee brings it to a close. Tottenham well beaten. There's no spinning this result. It could have been a whole lot worse. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The player...
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Oh, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. We have already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, it's very hard to overlook the very talented Hakim Ziyech, part inverted winger and part number 10. I'm expecting to see him receive the ball out wide and come in on that.
Goes for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
That looks a good ball. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Hakimi. And here's Ziyech. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Tries to dink it in. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Morocco opting for a change of tack here, I think, Jim.
Yeah, but it's an approach that can work very well if you've got the players who have the right movement in the box. You know, when they're coming in from wide positions, you just want that instinct to take over.
Mamouche can't get the better of his opposite number. And the counter is on. He's away! Salah, crowd has a pop! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, at least the crowd are appreciative of his efforts.
Aguirre moves it over to the other flank. The referee's awarded a free kick. Abkar. El Neni. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's got options out wide. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Mohamed Salah. Well positioned to make that interception. Tries to get it forward quickly. Shot at goal! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Brahim Diaz. Played out to the right. Ziyech. He's gone for it! Goal! Morocco! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
And Nasiri simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Masradi gets it back, and it's played forward, and it's Ziyech. In the city. Oh, good ball. Out to the right. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. Ziyech provides an outlet. And through to the goalkeeper. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Adkar. Asrari goes looking. Ziyech looking to get on the end of this. Heads it! Oh, taken with style. All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. What a great header. Got plenty on that.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
And we've reached half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
And the action is back underway.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Now it's in the series. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. They've played it short. Brings it forward. Now it's Mohamed Salah. El Neni. Ball swung in. He gets past his man. And the through ball is intercepted. Nesiri battles to win it back. And help's available out wide. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. El Neni. Out to the left it goes. He's played him through. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not...
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Brahim Diaz tries lifting it over. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And it's been taken short. Chooses to go back.
Morocco really are enduring a frustrating spell when it comes to trying to move the...
He's had a go! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Forward it goes. And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah gets it out to the wing. He's got away. Timely intervention. Hoists it forward. A real chance to break. Forward it goes. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. And they've been caught out here. Abkar. And it's played forward. En-Nesyri desperately wants to get on the end of this. Hakimi provides an outlet. And the ball is out of play. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Amrabat. Brahim Diaz gets the better of his man. Oh, surely!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
He's got options out wide. Great leap! And more, and more, and more! And surely that settles it!
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly, and they don't know how to stop him.
Morocco take a 3-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight. He's through the middle. Got a sight of goal here. Tries a shot! Oh, didn't catch it right.
Yeah, they got away with it, but that was a defensive letdown to see him march through like that.
Tries to get it clear. And they win it back again. He's had that put on a plate. En-Nesyri! Oh, the keeper's done just about enough.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Masradi plays it short. Morocco with another chance from a corner. And that's been levered clear. And the shot! Oh, top draw save from the keeper. Masradi goes short. Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. El-Neni. Amrabat. Now surely!
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Now it's in the series. Chance! Big chance! Oh, that is an awful miss. Mohamed Salah. Hegazi. 4 added minutes on the board. And here's Mohamed Salah. Amrabat. Brahim Diaz cuts it out. El Neni. It's a loose ball, and he's searching through. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it!
Egypt are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception.
And that is that. Well, it's ended in defeat and frustration. They just didn't get the breaks. No reward for a very genuine effort. It is a hard one to take.
Hit me out as I can, every doubt in my sense. All the spins paid, all the games played, all the yells and remiss. Let me make an attempt, as I love in my tense. Take it this way, made a mistake, now I'm all in the fence. No, we can't walk around and lead way. Briefcase, fill it up with all the things you ever doubt. These games should have ended, please thanks. No pretended replay, how it's been and if it's worth the run around. Well, let me think. Working to the bone, I couldn't call it though it seems. I can't go a day without a thought of being weak. So who am I? So who am I? If you read me wrong, I do apologize. Leave a happy home and never scrutinize. Finally, you able to let go of how you feel inside. Everything was in a try. I don't ever think about it. Hey, don't think about it. No, you don't. No, you don't. Tryna lose ya, I ain't tryna lose. I'm way too determined to be falling in the mood. They don't exist within the circle of the crew. I'ma call it this before you catch me calling out to you. Stay in my way, don't hit me up. Get on my case, won't live it up. Now you alone and sit by the phone. Stop wasting your time, just move it along. Could it be long? Wait, let me take a step back. We're not this the wrong way. Hope you can accept that. Living double lives ain't everything they made it out to be. You stepping on my rug now. I'm checking twice to active feet. You ask me if it's worth it, much above it on the surface. But the funny thing about it is knowing you don't deserve it. More than here to live inside a factory of fear. Still redacted, but it's actually been happening for years. Gone.
Thunder clouds when you walked in, but I never feel the drip when you're talking. Only meet me in the drought when you're falling. Never ask me how I like my eggs in the morning. Never ask me taking comfort in my shadow, but you seem to stay afloat cause you're shallow. You can never make a promise for tomorrow, cause all the time you choose to take has been borrowed. I just pull up, then skirt. You just pull up when it hurts. Why? I just pull up, then skirt. You just pull up when it hurts. Why? Daylight wants to creep in through my window. Now I've got you back in my arms. Now I'm moving from Thunderclouds, so I'm walking. I don't need a take from your talking. When the hurricane comes, I'm on back road. When the hurricane comes, you do not know. Oh, I feel the clouds will change when I'm riding in my spaceship. Calling out your rain, cause it's no one's time to soak it. You left me hopeless, swimming in your ocean. Got me thinking twice what I'm involved in. I just pull up, then skirt. You just pull up when it hurts. Why, I just pull up, then skirt. You just pull up when it hurts. Why? Daylight wants to creeping through my window. Now I've got you back in my arms. Now I'm moving from the shadows. Daylight wants to creeping through my window. Now I've got you back in my arms. Now I'm moving from the shadows. So I just pull up, then skirt. You just pull up when it hurts. Why? Pull up, then skirt. Pull up when it hurts. Pull up, then skirt. Pull up when it hurts. Pull up, then skirt. Pull up when it hurts. Pull up, then skirt.
Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Tchouameni, Bellingham. Could be has a pop! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Valverde. Ball through needs to be good. Mbappe!
Goal! It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for. A player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. And he's there to cut it out. Bellingham. Valverde. He's through the middle. Good challenge, excellent challenge.
Rudiger simply had to make that count, and he did it with some authority too. Wonderful.
He's found his man. Mbappe. Vinicius hits one! He scores! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Valverde tries the cross. Gabriel.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and surprise.
Tries a shot! Alaba switches it towards the other side. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Chouameni. Forward it goes. White tries making a foray down the right. He's got options out wide. He gets past his man. Has a pop! Really well taken goal.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Finished. And the shot! They've done it! Rice. Valverde. Mbappe. Now it's Valverde. Well played, he saw that coming. And he's straight offside. Rice. White. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Eder Militao. Camavinga. Mbappe goes for goal! And it's played forward. Eder Militao gets into the right position to intercept. Valverde. Oh, the ball's come loose!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates...
Mbappe! And surely this time... White is there to heave it away. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? He's got away. Chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think he still deserves full marks for making his way through. It was a cracking run.
Now it's Mbappe. Alaba drives it forward. Real Madrid claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And this could be the final action of the first half. Strong punch. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Real Madrid head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2 goals to 1. And we are already promptly back underway. No changes at the interval from either side. Trossard. Trossard. Up to meet it! And for a moment, time stood still.
That was great pressure to force the initial error, Peter. It's the perfect example as to why this is a favourite tactic of a lot of teams these days.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Rice. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Real chance! It's a goal! Arsenal are level. He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
This has become one superb game of football.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Out to the left it goes, and help's available out wide. It's well blocked, and back out it comes. The Gunners get it back again. Big chance!
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, real danger here! In with a header! Goal! Arsenal! And the comeback is complete! Just so calm under pressure.
Gyökeres really showed good strength there, held his man off, didn't let himself get bullied, and got his effort away. Maintained control.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
White plotting from out on the right-hand side. It's come loose. Valverde. Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. He's gone for it! Chance again? No.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. A swift reaction then, and the boss opting to reshuffle his defence.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
Now it's Rodrigo.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Rudiger. He's got options out wide. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. It's going to be another throw. So there's going to be another change here.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Eder Militao with the clearance. Zubimendi. Now it's Martinelli. And that's been repelled.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He's left his man. Real Madrid desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance. No foul, says the referee. Yorkerish. Just brushed off the ball there. Chouameni. It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Zubimendi. Eze. Timber collects the ball from behind. Towering header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yorkerish did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Chouameni drives it forward. Now it's Rodrigo. Brahim Diaz. Ceballos. Vinicius Junior. Shot at goal! And yes, it's there! They have stolen level at the last! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish.
That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Yeah, no daylight between these two sides, but I have to say, neither side really did enough to find the winner. They just cancelled each other out.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. So our quest to find the winner continues. Real Madrid did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it! Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Arsenal go into the lead. Now it's Rodrigo.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Played back in. Calafiori gets into some space. Eder Militao tries to clear. There are a few waiting for it. Going through. Great leap! Brahim Diaz. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Gabriel does well to read it and intercepts. Waneri. Gula. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. It's Rodrigo! And in it goes! And with extra time approaching halfway, he scores critically.
Real Madrid are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's count.
We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Well, there's plenty of potential for a final twist in this tale. I think there's bound to be some late drama in the final 15 minutes of this epic.
And so the last chance to find a winner. They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Good idea, just poorly executed.
Gyökeres.
Ceballos. Brahim Diaz. Rodrigo. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior plays it out to the wing. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Calafiori. Eze. Merino. He's got through. Now the counter. Gets away from his opponents. Vinicius Junior.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although...
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Gabriel. Calafiori. Merino. Nicely controlled. Has a hit! They need to get it in quick. Zubimendi. And the finish! He's going after it. Needs a quality cross. Martinelli. They've been given a corner. All hands on deck for this one. He's looking to get there first. Rudiger knocks it away. Brahim Diaz is there to heave it away. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Terrific match, universal commitment to attack, all square and rightly, no loser. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Real Madrid can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
The action has already started. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Nicolo Barella is by all accounts a jack of all trades, and I think that's a very good way of describing how this player operates, because he's growing into one of Italy's most important midfielders, and he always has a say in what's going on, and he looks like captain material for the future. I think this guy has a lovely presence about him.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Doué. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Well, they are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, and just notice the way when they ping it out wide, the prompt for those in central midfield to make their forward runs, and they're looking to get on the end of whatever arrives.
Doué.
Well, both sides have actually looked poor going forward. We've hardly seen anything meaningful yet.
Oh, sweet feet. A chance to play it in. He's had a goal! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Fence has got rid of that. Fabian Ruiz just brushed off the ball there. Marquinhos. Cross from Hakimi. Looking to break out here. Thuram tries lifting it over. Away from immediate danger. Let's put a stop to that. It has got through to him. Oh, that is going for goal! It's broken loose. Akanji plays it forward. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Hoists it high. Hakimi battles to win it back. Doué. Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. Marquinhos. Neves. And it's got through. Doué. Now it's Thuram. And it's Mkhitaryan. Gets away from his opponents. Needs to get it forward quickly. Mendes goes for the cross. Mkhitaryan. Has he picked him out? Gets the better of his man. He's gone for it. Big moment. Massive goal.
And grabbing that opening goal so close to half-time too affords them that extra little psychological edge. And when it's one of your main men that's doing the damage, it just grows the togetherness and it grows the spirit.
Thuram versus the keeper, and only one winner.
Yeah, and he knew all along what he wanted to do, and it's a really great instinctive finish.
Inter Milan take the lead.
Still a fragile lead though, they can't afford to sit on this.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, and one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
And we're already back underway here.
Paris Saint-Germain need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Dumfries on a strong run down the right. In with a header! Fabian Ruiz. Forward it goes. Dembele puts his foot on the gas. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Gets the chance to cross. And he just whacks it away. That's Dembele. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Thuram. And help's available out wide. Barella. Paris Saint-Germain still trailing by one. Looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Barella. Mkhitaryan. Ball through needs to be good here. Offside that time. Now it's Thuram. That's great strength on the ball. Dumfries, full tilt down the right-hand side. It's a brilliant interception. Doué.
Inter have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Dumfries tries to clear. Goes to finish! Dumfries. Dembele hits it! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
hoists it forward. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Acerbi, and back to base. Zielinski, and it's played forward. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, they may be down, but they're far from out. In terms of chances, they're right up there with these opponents.
Well read, he sorted that out. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. They've played it short.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Well, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Lee Kang in, plays it out to the flank.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Augusta is onto it. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. So who's he going to be aiming for here? He's got... and the shot! No mistake! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. So that's 2 now without reply. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, what a ball! And it has a hit! Oh, taken with style! Just 1 goal in it now! Game on! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that...
Has a pop! He's scored! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Yeah, looks very much like the final nail in the coffin for me, I have to say.
Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Has a goal! Luis Enrique! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here. He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
And he has been fouled there. Akanji. Luis Enrique. And that will be the final act. Well, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They were outclassed in every possible way. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain definitely struggled to get...
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has... And the shots! He's delivered all right!
And what a great way to start the game, to spark the game. I mean, the captain has basically triggered a contest that should be even livelier than we anticipated. Get your seatbelts on, this could be rather exciting.
An act of charity gratefully received. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Cash. Now it's Dybala, and he has been fouled there. Cristante. He's got the ball, he's got the space. Hits one! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Paulo Dybala simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
And that has been cleared. Tsimikas. This could spell danger. Dybala. It's bounced out! He scores! And with the match still in its infancy, they are easing away. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Roma grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Tsimikas. Dovbyk. He's had a go! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Forward it goes. What a throw in. Cristante. And here's Dybala. Oh, he's broken through. Dybala. Goalkeeper's ball. Digne.
That is some very intelligent play from the forwards here. Great movement.
And what's making it work?
Well, it's the way they're swapping positions and dragging defenders where they really don't wish to go.
Marlon. That intervention was very necessary.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Marlon. Dovbyk. Tsimikas has come steaming up from the back for this. Roma get it back again. Pellegrini. And it's played forward. Watkins. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Hoists it forward. Pellegrini. He's picked him out. That's a chance to shoot! Goes for goal! And the follow-up! Yes! And surely that settles it. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, look, regardless of whether the keeper could have done better or not, Peter, that was all down to the excellent movement in getting into the right position to apply the final touch.
Roma take a 3-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Villa reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
That's just top-notch. Showed exactly why he follows it up every time. Keeper struggles to hold on to it, ball breaks kindly. He's always about.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Has a hit! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Torres plays it forward. Buendia is on a run down the left wing. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Wrench. Torres gets into the right position to intercept. It's got through and big chance! They've done it! And right on half-time, that is telling. Deflection may or may not have made a difference. Little matter, it is his. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
And it's Dybala. Is there any Pellegrini? A decent effort as the first half draws to a close.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
So what a half. So many talking points, so many goals, so much drama. It's 3-2. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. Oh, good interception. Camera. Onana. Watkins. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Buendia. Onana. Beautifully done. It's come loose. Camera. Onana. Now it's Buendia. Digne. Digne crosses. Aston Villa appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, great ball! Watkins. Shoots! And oh! Goal! Buendia duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Digne. Cash. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Now it's Watkins. He's off on a marauding... He's gone for it! Goal! Villa! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Aston Villa go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Hit and hope is just a... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Maatsen plays a clever pass. Sancho provides an... He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Maatsen. Elliott. Elliott with a delicate ball. Tries to pick out a teammate. Ndika can get it clear. In once more. And he just whacks it away. He's managed to get that all wrong.
Aston Villa are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Shot at goal! It's in! That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, without doubt, that's given the coach food for thought. Does he settle for extra time or try to go for a winner before then? Decision time.
Oh, he's been flattened there. Elliott has been caught there, it's a foul.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
He'll fancy himself from here. He's gone direct. Decent hit from there. Cristante. This is intriguing. next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Dybala with a real chance here. Tsimikas. Fired in.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here. Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Elliott. Surely a shot. And the finish. Yes, he's done it. Late in the day, this could well be it!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Aston Villa take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
He's got away. One good cross, maybe the last chance. Onana tries to get it forward quickly. Wrench. Angelino. Onana. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, in the end, it got away. They just weren't allowed to build on their lead. They lost their lead and they lost the game. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue. Quite a sight to behold. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Solanke. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. There aren't many who'd be prepared to wind up a shot from this far out. Sarr. Chance to shoot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Sarr looked very impressive there, well, at least until he got into a shooting position, something I'm sure he'll want to have a go at again.
Martinez goes looking. Well, a throw in. De Ligt. Over to the left, and it's Shaw. Martinez. A really good feat. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be a... Hits one! Plenty waiting in the middle. A really good feat from him. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again.
Diallo never really looked sure of what he was doing, and by holding on to it for so long, he duly lost it.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Shapes to shoot! No, that's not the ball he wanted. That is terrific skill. Goes for it! Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish of true class! Manchester United take the lead. Oh, that is a bit special. The Red Devils get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Matheus Cunha. Martinez. Well, this is turning out to be a lively old game.
Yeah, especially in those wide areas.
Solanke gets through on his own. And the finish! They've done it! They have come roaring back! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
Tottenham Hotspur grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
And the shot! Goal! Spurs! And the comeback is complete.
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
Tottenham Hotspur take the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable.
Massive leap! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Diallo. Out towards the flank. Good idea, just poorly executed. Cunha crosses one in. Cunha gets it back. Has a goal! That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Richarlison. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. He's got away. Time to deliver. Delict. Oh, good. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style. They've done it again! It is incredible! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. This is quite a battle.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Maddison. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Sesko. Bruno Fernandes. It's a brilliant interception. Bentancur. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Goes for goal! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. And it has been a pretty crazy game so far. Game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. Bentancur. Martinez. Delict. Diallo. Mbuemo provides an outlet. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Bruno Fernandes stands over the ball. He'll be looking to dink one in. Ah, he's given it away. Delict drives it forward. Maddison. It's a great Matches Cunha! Played in by Mazraoui. hoists it forward. Sarr. Ball's out on the left now. United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Hurls himself at it! In he goes again! Goal! Spurs! And they've got their lead back. Richarlison duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Tottenham Hotspur get themselves into the lead.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
Gets wrestled off the ball, and it's played forward. Oh, nice touch. Sesko plays it long. Van der Ven. Masrari battles to win it back. Gets the better of his man. He's had a go! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Played it short. Big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Simons. Spence. Cody. Simons. Real chance! He scored! In the day, game over surely. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Tottenham Hotspur take a 2-goal lead and are looking good. He's had a shot! They are rampant! And surely that settles it.
Tottenham Hotspur produced a lovely sequence of passes there. It's a terrific brand of football to watch, and importantly, it is a strong end product.
Spurs grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Johnson. Spence. Gets away from his opponent. Can he shoot? Tries a shot! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards to further improve their position of comfort. He was just never going to miss.
He just didn't let his nerves get to him. He struck that with conviction. What a penalty.
It's become a case of men against boys.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Kohler spreads it towards the left. Simons tings it out wide. Simons. Zirkzee. Not offside that time. Bentancur. Simons. He's picked him out. Solanke. Just the keeper to beat!
Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right.
And he's looking at the referee. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Tottenham Hotspur have some very strong runners from midfield, and it's not often you'll see a team be so effective by advancing through the middle like that, but this was very impressive the way they cut through the heart of that defence.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.